Tell me what you guys thought on Friday when the disaster relief bill was blocked in the House by Chip Roy.
Well, like everybody else, we're disappointed that people that don't have proximity to the damage and the injury and the long-term recovery just don't get the kind of response that we need. And blocking relief now, we're approaching 8 months after the storm, is certainly disappointing and disheartening for us. So we want the community to know that we're fighting, we're supportive. We're going to do everything we can do to keep our community together, to recover, to rebuild, and to do this better than ever. And that's the message that we're trying to get to our community and to others like Chip Roy and Congressman Massey from Kentucky.
You guys went so far as to buy an ad that appeared in, I think, the Austin American-Statesman this morning. Tell us about that ad and why you guys decided to buy it and what you hope will come from that.
Well, that's his home paper, and we wanted the people of his district to know what he was really doing in Washington and putting petty political stunts in front of real need. There was really no reason. It was overwhelmingly supported in the Senate, overwhelmingly, in fact, unanimous, excluding him, supportive in the House. But there's just some people that decide that, we're going to put politics first, and that's what he chose to do. And I think the people of his district need to be aware of that, and I think they are.
Okay. There has been this idea to blame Republicans or to blame Democrats for this thing. Do you think that's fair? Does this cross? Obviously it's been blocked by 2 Republicans, but what do you guys think about that in general?
Well, the message I would give is that Republicans and Democrats work together in the Florida legislature to come up with a solution that funded nearly $2 billion from the Florida legislature to our community. It was a bill that was introduced by a Democrat senator and, of course, our Senator George Gaynor, and it was approved overwhelmingly by the Senate and the House. We need Congress to do the same thing.
Just briefly, why is this federal bill so important? What is it going to do for our area?
Number one, Tyndall can start a rebuild process. There was money in the $19 billion bill to go ahead and get started. It wasn't all the money that was needed. But then the municipalities can get some relief. And it's an uncertain world out there right now in Bay County. And our city leaders need reassurance that they'll get reimbursement for a lot of cash flow going out right now. So it's hope for our area. We get a relief bill passed that will find its way down to you and me, but it'll flow through the needed areas first.
Okay. I think that's pretty much it. Is there anything you guys want to add or anything else you want to say on this thing going forward? What else are you maybe going to do to make this? Is there anything else?
Well, now we have two people in the crosshairs, I guess. There's phone calls, reaching out, people that you know in their districts, doing everything you can. But number one, keep a positive attitude. That's struggle is about overcoming obstacles and overcoming objections and just keeping a level head while everybody around you is losing theirs. So in spite of what we're seeing here recently, keep plugging along. It'll be there.
And it sounds like you guys would encourage folks to get involved at this point.
Well, I think it's important to get the word out, exactly what we're experiencing here. There's no connection between, people in Texas or people in Kentucky and who knows, who's going to be the next congressman that stands up on Thursday and blocks this again. I'm sure that somebody will, and it will be someone who has never experienced what we have experienced here. And when you experience a disaster of biblical proportion, you just can't imagine that now 8 months later we would still be searching for help. But that's the kind of damage that we've had. And we need to educate everyone about what we've experienced here so that they will be supportive. I think they're probably good people. I think they're probably compassionate people. I think they just don't understand the magnitude of the problems that we face here in our community.